Hey Sagittarius, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. This is going to be a mini for your week. Maybe the collective. There might be a few personal messages in there, but I think this is pretty much a collective. And I'm just going to be giving you general advice and some general warnings. So go ahead and take it as it resonates. I'm using a bartender's drink deck here, and I've got, what else do I have out here? Untamed Elemental mystery oracle deck that somebody gave me. Jeffrey Hush's deck there. Okay, right off the bat, you're trying to be strategic about love, maybe, or you're thinking about love, or you are distracted by a love relationship. And it's asking you to really stay focused on work this week, stay focused on your creative work, and stay focused on your long term goals. So let's say that if you were going to be taking thinking big and dreaming big to the next level, this as advice with the Hierophant, it's not just about dreaming big and thinking big for the future. So, like, 5-year plan of not just getting a record deal, but starting your own record company. Okay, so as a metaphor, if you always wanted to start your own record company, the advice with these two cards together, just to get going on it, is to start mapping out that 5-year plan, or just start dreaming. What would you like in a record company? What kind of a CEO or exec would you be? What kind of artist would you sign? What kind of investments would you make? What difference would you make in the world with that? However, there is a head in the clouds, but feet on the ground and boots on the ground advice with you have to really honor your commitments at at, at will. Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter how you do it as long as you honor your commitments. Okay, as long as the contract is being fulfilled, you don't have to go above and beyond necessarily. So it's like Peter from Office Space. Maybe if you have to get through, as a metaphor, let's say if you're a performer, then you would have to get through a bunch of kind of grinding, grading, not just grinding, but the waiting around parts, and then grinding again, and being able to stay a balanced person while doing that. Here with your environment, let's talk about how this came out together. As your environment, we have the devil. So it's something that appears to be freedom, or it passed itself off as freedom, as love, or as something else, an angel, but it was really the devil. We have the angel's kiss here with the devil card as your environment. So this isn't something that is distant and intangible. Okay, so it might be the situation itself, which maybe it's why, the long term think big goal shouldn't be getting a record contract with a record company, but starting your own record company. However, if there's paperwork that you have already signed, it's not going to be in your best interest. Oh my gosh. Oh. So, as a metaphor, this person in that situation is going to need to keep those long term plans to themselves. And while they're honoring their commitments, you're not going to make it look like you're not showing up. You're going to show up. But you're going to see an angel that's really a devil for what it is this week. And it's going to allow you to proceed in being strategic. So, whether that be a love situation or moving forward with work or your creation or thinking big, yes, be strategic, but not about love right now. If you can pull back from allowing yourself to plan for romance and really just plan for your artistic dreams to come true and actually focus on your day-to-day life. Boots on the ground, soldier. You need to knock off some of the things from your to-do list, yes. However, the main focus, like I said, all of that to say this, and I'll get into this person wearing a mask later because I'm nosy, right? And I'm a Leo and I do too much. But for right now, for those that don't resonate with having to deal with that, that may be something you dealt with. Ooh, this message is for you too. The ones who, like, you think you know who the devil in the situation is, you don't yet. Something's going to be coming out this week. So hold back on the strategizing. Focus on what needs to be done. However, self love is the key here. Everything besides what I just said for you to do is about your freedom, your justice on your own hero's journey. Just you. I don't necessarily see a romantic partner in this week's poll advice. So, the advice being keep your plans to yourself. That might even be the romantic partner that you're with right now that you're trusting and you might need to take a second look. But not this week. You don't have time. You're not going to dwell in the murky relationship waters this week. You're going to knock things off the to-do list. Okay, boots on the ground. Put on your daddy pants. You're going to keep your head in the clouds as far as your own creations pursuits go. As the CEO of your own hero's journey, not with, God, even maybe the partner you have right now. But there's a beautiful balance that you're coming into with being able to know and understand and implement the balance in your life between completely having your guard up around your heart and completely having no guard up whatsoever around your heart. You weren't born yesterday. You're not a spring chicken. And for some of you, there needs to be a little bit more respect paid to you by the people in your life. You can't fight for that and you can't make it happen. But something about Sagittarians that I think is misunderstood, a little bit misunderstood. Yes, you love adventure. You love a good conquest, but you're wise. You take something with you at every turn. Every every new adventure you grow and you build. So, some people conveniently see what they want to see, right? So there's something in your environment, someone in your environment, and may even be, and I'll get into this a little bit later, a family situation or someone in your family that pretends to be supportive, but they should be supportive, like they should be, but they're not really behind closed doors. Um, they see you play hard, but they don't pay attention to how hard you work. They conveniently ignore how hard you work and only pay attention to how hard you play. So they have selective hearing and they conveniently see what they want to see. And if that's the case, that's someone that you need to eventually move away from. Yeah, keep your plans to yourself, keep your thoughts to yourself. And what I meant to say, I have ADHD, you guys. I'm sorry, bear with me. What I meant to say here was there is a fight here, but you're going to keep it on the down low. You're not going to fight with the people around you. You're going to honor your commitments. But you're not going to go hardcore for anyone else's dreams this week or this month. This is timeless. So whenever you find it, it's important to honor yourself. Because people conveniently see what they want to see. They will conveniently see you play hard and then treat you like you're someone who only does that. They pay attention when they feel like paying attention, and that's not okay. And you deserve better, and you deserve to be honored for how hard you do work. For some of you, you are masterful. You are masterful at what you do. You could be a farmer. You could like farm peaches or some, I don't know, or something else, or like literally a farm. And someone else down the road whose farm isn't doing as well might judge you for that and just, say you had everything handed to you or something, which is absolutely not the truth. But they might spread that gossip. And it's from a place of ignorance, not wisdom. So why would you allow that person or that energy in your environment? You shouldn't, and you won't from now on. But for this week, yes, boots on the ground. Knock off those things on your to-do list. But hold on, let me take a drink and take a breath. But the but is this. The but is this. You do so much that people don't see. It's because you do it so well. You make it look easy. You make it look easy. It's like Prince. Like he was one of the best guitar players in the world, but he wasn't even famous for that. There was so much that he was good at, and he was so good at it that he made it look easy. But it was because he worked every day since he was 7 years old. My Uncle Darren's wife grew up next to Prince up in Minnesota, and she knew him, and he always worked hard, always. She said he was kind of a loner, he was kind of a weird guy. We called him Rogers, and he worked on music every day of his life. So when he went on stage when he was 30 or whatever and made it look easy, there could be could have been, oh gosh, like could have been, let's see. There's haters all around. People will find a reason to hate you. They could look at him and be like, him walk on stage, he does his thing, slay, like it's nothing, like it's in his sleep, and walk off. And someone could look at that and be like, ugh, he was just born with it, or what. He was born with a lot, but he also, with repetition, worked hard in ways people don't even see or know or understand. Okay, so we've already established here, I said that to say this, back to the self-love thing. You're not going to judge yourself this week. Yes, get the things done, but it's not going to be you as the perfectionist this week. So, if you don't get everything done on the list, let's focus on like the top 4 things maybe that need to be done, not the 20 things. Maybe on a good week, not that it's not a good week, but from time to time you are able to get 20 things done on the list like it's nothing. This isn't that week. Yes, you'll be moving fast. Yes, your mind is moving fast. But it's like you're having the same argument over and over and over with someone, and they're just not getting it. And if you've made a commitment to that person, you need to honor that commitment to the best of your ability this week, this month. Is nothing's forever, but breaking a record contract or cheating on your spouse or trying to be tricky in a love relationship right now, even if it's not working out, this is not the week to do that. This is the week to kind of walk the line and do the right thing. Traditional values will serve you well this week, even if you feel like that traditional environment is suffocating you. This is not the week to rage against the machine. And this is not the week to leave a relationship that feels restricting to you for something brand new. That may come in the future, but right now you kind of need to protect what that is and get rid of whatever snakes in the grass you have in your life, starting with a baby steps self-love. You are going to forgive yourself this week if you don't get the 20 things done, or if you can only get the 4 things done and it's not grade A, perfect 100% A plus on the test, it may be a test from the universe to make sure that you are emotionally balanced enough to deal with kind of the anger that might come from finding out that someone that pretended to be an angel around you isn't necessarily that. Maybe you married someone that turned out to be anything but an angel. You're not going to let it bother you. This week you are absolutely #not bothered. Okay, Sagittarius? That will bring you freedom eventually, even if it's not this week. But you're going to have to be more reserved, be more civilized, be more traditional, all the while secretly planning your dreams for your own artistic creation. You can't plan the future for someone else, even if this is a love interest. So um, get away from that. Okay, as who to embody as an archetype this week, we have, look at that, artist. Gifts. Okay, so let's talk about what we can pat you on the back for that you've mastered, is kind of what this card is saying, and then what you could work on. So you're creative in so many ways, again with the prince, again with being talented in so many things, that you might even be a master of something that you're not known for, and that could be a clue for what to think big about in the future. You're not going to plan for buying your dream house, you're going to plan for designing and building it. Enjoy living a unique lifestyle so people might not necessarily get you or understand why you are the way you are, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. You are exactly who you need to be. Exactly. And if there's any clue that you might need to walk away from these people, whoever are wearing a mask, it's the ones that you keep having the argument over and over and over with again. And it never gets anywhere. That argument is about you and the way you live your life. That argument's never going to walk away from you. You're going to have to walk away from that argument, okay? Or that person. So you desire personal freedom. Yeah, doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that a Sagittarius needs personal freedom in their life. But it's saying, you dislike rules. So this could be working against you this week. You dislike the rules. Mainstream work is challenging. You're bored easily. Your mind is on a next level, and you have to deal with those who are not so advanced, let me say. There could be financial challenges this week. So don't let that push you into making decisions that you might regret. You don't want to marry the wrong person just because they have money. That would be a blow to your own hero's journey. Okay, so you won't be able to express yourself with words this week. You're only going to be able to express yourself through your art, through your creativity, and you're going to do it like no one's watching, like no one will ever listen, in a raw, pure, unfiltered way that is, no guilt, no shame, none of that. But keep in mind that that part of you might be triggered that doesn't like authority, that maybe thinks it's authority, and you might want to lash out at that. Don't do that. Stay balanced. Okay, with crystal in reverse here, and self-care. Wow, I'm a blonde. Hold on. Hold on. That's perfect. Crystal and self-care together. Crystal it says that in reverse, there's either fear of the body or fear of the earth. You came from the earth. Don't be afraid of the earth. And if it's a body image issue, it's all about self-care. But, don't be disrespectful to the earth or your body this week. Period. I'll say it again. If that's the traditional thing and you've been eating something, doing something, engaging in activities that could be considered reckless or unconventional. Not this week, okay? Because your environment might not nurture you this week. It might promise to, but it won't follow through with that. So don't count on anyone else to come through with bringing you comfort or easing your discomfort or pain. Okay? Self-healing is a choice. So if there's an opportunity to engage in war or something this week, don't choose that, please. Self-healing is a choice, and you can't heal or self-heal while you are engaging in conflict, battle, or anything of the sort. You choose peace, and peaceful environments suddenly magically open up to you. This came from a place that is in plain fucking sight. Plain fucking sight. In one of the most populous, overpopulated places where I come from. But there's a magic when you choose peace. Magical places open up to you. This is a pretty little piece of chalcedony. Help me below. But it's almost this little hidden oasis between worlds, between properties. And the only other person I used to go there to meditate. The only other person I ever saw there was this Buddhist monk who used to go there. And I always seemed to be coming as he was going, or vice versa, and would give each other the nod and then kind of duck back into this beautiful little hidden place, hidden in plain sight. So that's a clue for somebody. It's like you choose that door and miracles happen seemingly in front of you that are invisible to those that aren't ready to walk through that door yet, let's just say. Okay, what you can trust. You can trust your intellect this week. So if someone's trying to gaslight you or lie to you to your face, this is somebody in your environment. Remember, we have Angel's Kiss with the Devil card. Or maybe they kiss you and they promise to love you, and it's like that Cher song. And it's not Cher, it's older than that. Who is it? It's in his kiss. It's in his kiss. So maybe someone kisses you and it's not there, and it's not an angel. It feels more like the devil. It feels dark. It feels cold. It doesn't feel like peace. It feels like war. Maybe you didn't know the difference when you were younger, but you do now. Right? But you're not going to wage some like holy, unholy war on something that it's beneath you to do that, really. But you can't rage against the machine, and you can't get them to see your side. But don't let them lie to you either. You are an excellent researcher. People don't know that about a Sagittarius. They think you just say shit to say shit, and you don't. What you say comes from heavily detailed research. You apply the scientific method to everything. That's a gift. Not a lot of people can do that or say that. And you're also open minded. And you can work with modern technology. Like, I envy that in people. I am such a caveman. I had a 3-year-old teach me how to use my iPhone. But the challenge here is negative self talk. Negative self talk. No, we're not doing that this week. Shamelessly, without self doubt, and without judgment of any kind, you're going to have positive self talk in your head. Okay, so if you had a parent whose negative self talk creeps in there, remember, they are nowhere near at a level of creator, God, goddess that you are. They could never manifest the abundance that you could. You don't have to do what they did. They're not as courageous as you. You don't have to take advice from that. Don't take advice from someone who's not as courageous as you, who doesn't know how to work as hard as you do, who pretends like they did, and then looks at you playing and says, oh, all you do is have fun. while they're out golfing or something and you're sweating. That's for somebody. Okay, I'm going to calm down here. See, don't let something like that get you riled up. Okay, you are going to be fucking Zen master Taoist. It is what it is this week. You cannot change someone's mind. Don't try to connect with something that's not for you. You would have already connected. It's in your life, it's in your face, but that doesn't mean that it's forever. You're not going to burn the place down, though. You're going to kind of walk the line. You're going to do the right thing. You're going to honor your contracts, all the while planning by yourself in secret if you need to. Stay focused on your dreams. Stay focused on your creative goals. Okay, it's not the week to try and keep up with the richest people in the neighborhood. You know, you don't have to get the new Maserati because someone else did. You're focused on creation, period, and self-care. Who you can trust this week? Gypsy. So if you have someone in your life that maybe lives in an unconventional manner, they might be the only one that understands you this week. So someone who is very intuitive, they might have psychic powers, they might do like a little tarot reading or something. They love travel, they love adventure, and they have a unique perspective. So someone who lives outside of modern society and the matrix, you know, someone that's kind of outside of the cave, could give you some good advice this week. Their challenge might be making a mistake, so they might hold back on giving you advice unless you ask. You know, maybe they understand karma and you don't butt into someone's life, you know, you don't give advice really unless it's asked for. There's a challenge or a lesson that comes with choosing that. So you might have to ask for advice. It might not just be offered. There's an offer there, but you have to ask. Let me put it that way. And that answer might shine the light on something that your intuition is trying to tell you. Okay, so stay open-minded, but apply the scientific method. Okay, you don't want to be so open-minded that your brains fall out of your ears. But you do want to not be so guarded that you're not allowed to shine and show your full beauty and allow your petals to kind of unfurl. But you might feel like you're between worlds right now, and it's because you are. And everything's going to be okay. Don't let anyone pick a fight with you. Okay, and don't think that you have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone, but it might not be who you traditionally went to for advice or surrounded yourself with. It's not just about intelligence this week, it's about emotional intelligence. The best outcome with Rose there in that position. So be open hearted, knowing that you have the tools and the strength and the wisdom to protect yourself if needed. So, not completely walled up and not completely open either. There's a beautiful balance that you're learning. Okay, what to watch out for. So, like I said, this makes sense with the clothier. You're not going to worry about spending the most money or having the newest sneakers, or you don't have to buy your fashion. Like, you have style. You have, if you have Scorpio in your chart, check out the Scorpio reading I just did. It's like you have a beauty that makes people attracted to you and also jealous of you. But there's a sophistication that you have. Money does not buy taste, money does not buy style, and money does not buy happiness. So keep that in mind this week. Your sophistication comes from, like, you're kind of legendary. If you do have Scorpio in your chart, you definitely check out that reading. But past lives after past lives, you've been working. You've been working hard for a very long time. This is a refinement. And money can't buy refinement, to put it in a different term other than taste or style. You don't have to spend any money. You could spend $5 at a used clothes store or at a garbage heap and look better than someone that spent $70,000 on their little Gucci outfit. So you don't have to spend $70,000 on the Gucci outfit. Okay. If you're choosing creativity and you're choosing peace, maybe you make your own clothes. But it's staying focused on your own creativity. Okay, money doesn't buy happiness this week. And the lesson here, again, with the keep going, keep working. You learned that achieving mastery on a skill you enjoy that part, leads to long-term success. So if you're doing something over and over again and you don't really enjoy it, you will never be successful at that. And it's time to maybe turn a corner, if not quite yet walk through that door. Who not to trust? Who not to trust? Fishing. So if someone's like, hey, let's go fishing this week, it's like they want something out of it. It's more of a business deal than an emotional bonding experience. And if that's like a father or a brother or an uncle or a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend or something, that it's like they're fishing for something. They're not there to help you relax. It might come off of, hey, I see you're going through a lot. Let me take you out on the boat. We'll go fishing. They want something from you, and it's just going to be emotionally devastating. So you might be able to just avoid that altogether with this little warning right there. Don't try to connect with this person, even if it is a father, even if it is like a past lover or a friend even. It's like maybe easily deceived. And they exaggerate a lot. This is someone who exaggerates a lot. They never really follow through. They may have addictive behaviors. Watch out for that. Okay, they're not as reliable and hardworking as you are, but they really like to come off like they are. Like they're going to give you advice. They're going to give you business advice. They've never done what you've done. They can't do what you do. It may be that you may have to foot the bill or something. Or it's like your manager and they or lawyer even, someone that doesn't need to be giving you advice. It's really more of an energetic vampirism at this point than a real relationship, even if it is a grandfather or uncle or sister. Maybe they just want a free trip. And it's like they'll be relaxed and you'll just still be emotionally upset. So just say no to that trip, whatever it may be. You're better off alone. You're better off not trying to forge through relationships that have lived their life, that aren't for you. Because when you really come into your own greatness, you need people that you can trust. You need people that think in an unconventional way. The old world is dying, and I think you know that. Your abundance is yours. Your energy is yours. Your wisdom is yours. You don't have to carry anyone on your back this week, but it is asking you to do the right thing. Kind of follow the traditional role that you are assigned to play. You don't have to put all of your heart and soul into it. Remember, your expression is really only going to come from your own creation: art, music, painting, expression, designing, whatever that is to you. It's going to be a kind of a fool's errand to try and get everyone to understand you, because it's never their intention to do that. And it's not anyone else's intention this week to make sure that you're okay or that you're relaxed, even if they say they are. They might give you a kiss and it feels more like the kiss of death than the kiss of life. Okay, that's a clue. But you don't have to reinvent the wheel this week. Oh, wow, that got reversed real quick. Look at that. I didn't mean to do that. Huh. Someone might be really in a shadow aspect and they're listening to all the demons on their shoulders instead of the angels on the other, and that's why you shouldn't take advice from them. Like it's all about money. It's all about this thing that's not even real. That person might be going over and overhead for overhead. They're going over your head with something. They're trying to go over your head and talk about you in a bad way to someone, and you don't know that yet. You don't know that yet. So there might be a schemer who likes to come off as an angel. And if you're like, oh yeah, I already know that. No, this is somebody new. This is somebody else. This is somebody that you trust. Or it's somebody that you don't trust and you never trusted them, but they're in your family, so you just went along with it. And you're being distracted by this new love that suddenly appeared out of nowhere, and you're trying to figure out how to work that into your life. Don't worry about that this week. Don't bring it up. Keep that a secret. Honor your commitments this week, knowing that that won't last forever, and you will be free, but you have to choose freedom. You have to choose freedom, and you have to choose self love this week. You are tired of dwelling in darkness, am I wrong? You're tired of it. And if someone doesn't like you, they're kind of dumb. They're kind of a dummy. Like, I don't know what to say. What does that mean? But if you feel, I guess the bottom line is, did I say this? If you feel like an underachiever this week, just remember that all the time in everyday life, you're an overachiever. Do people not kind of say, like, wow, you're kind of intense? It's kind of a bless your heart backhanded comment. But what they don't understand is how hard you work. So you overachieve normally, all the time. Your connection is with your freedom that you've earned. You've earned it. You get it. Like I was telling you, with these little places, I'm often alone there. Often. There aren't a lot of people who really do choose that. And that's after me dwelling in darkness for I don't even know how long. I got sick of it. You get sick of it. You get sick of the same argument over and over again. You get sick of the same war over and over again. War will never be done with you. You have to be done with it. And if there's someone that is an emotional freeloader in your life, okay, like, remember, peace is free, freedom is free, happiness is free. You have to choose it in yourself. And that other person is going to insist on dwelling in darkness. You know, their scope is too small, and yours is too grand for them to still be able to trick you into thinking that they belong in your life because they're blood, because they're a friend, or because you signed some papers. Binding contracts really only exist in hell, not in heaven. In heaven, free will reigns supreme. So, what realm are you really dwelling in here with this person or these people or this contract? Okay, and there are loopholes. Nothing lasts forever. If you can outsmart this contract, do that. But focus on that instead of your romantic impulse. It doesn't mean it's not right. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It means it's not time. You need to be here. Chessboard. Chessboard. You need to be 5 steps ahead of everybody here. But you aren't going to be able to do that until you kind of choose self love and an understanding with yourself this week that you're not an underachiever if you don't finish everything on the list. You're just wildly overachieving normally. Am I yelling at you? I'm sorry. Say no to that excursion because you're stressed out with someone who's caused you stress in the past. Just don't. They're not going to magically turn into the father you want them to be, or the boyfriend, or the wife, or the whatever. And you won't be able to make it up in the bedroom. It's still an angel kiss that's really the devil wearing a mask. All right, I'm going to leave it there. No, I'm not. Okay, that's I guess, the basic reading, and now I'm going to get into who this person is and what their intention is because I don't like it and I want to wrap them out. Okay. We got the Mysterious Forest tarot deck here. Them. Whew. So it's someone maybe from your family or a relationship that they're like, hey, let's make peace. We can work this out. That might be this excursion. No. What do they really want? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They want to fight about some old stuff some more. They're not done fighting about some old stuff. They're not done. They're going to get you out on that boat so that, oh no. Ugh. They're going to get you out on that boat or that yacht or their new whatever that's so awesome, their new Maserati, and then take you out where you can't get back and start fighting with you. Why? Why? Huh. Wait a minute. Did somebody marry you for money, guy, girl, something? For your farm? For something? Someone is all in it for themselves. Oh my God. Wait a minute. The Hierophant again, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Pentacles. Wow. It's almost like they're trying to drive you crazy so that they can be in control of you and take what's yours. Take what's rightfully yours. Who is this person to you? The Hierophant came up again, so it could be someone that is very established and traditional in the way they think and that they will never change and everything's black or white, or this is a spouse, or this is someone you just married or you just gave a commitment to, or oh my God, they're going to sell you out. They're going to sell you out. They'll sell you down the river for a dime. Is this a father, a lover, a Knight of Wands? So it could be a male who is a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, or they're just a very creative person and they never gave you an answer and they were always kind of there and they never really chose you and you didn't really know what was going on with them. Hold on. So that could be a brother, that could be a lover. Holy shit. They're working with someone else behind your back, or they were working with someone else behind your back. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse. As people, you wouldn't want to meet them in a dark alley at night. Let's just say. So someone's super scattered, super careless, super disorganized. Um, and this could be male or women, but I'm kind of seeing like an Aries, not an Aries, an Aquarius or a Gemini or a Libra who's working with this. The Gemini and the Libra is slightly younger than the Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Older, slightly older male who's very established, very wealthy, but this person as a personality would be like very miserly, very greedy and cheap and like I'm the authority, but to the point of just being their own worst enemy for how stubborn they are. They never forgive, they never forget, yet conveniently forgive and forget every horrible thing they've ever done. So if this is other family members, these people, it's like if you might find out that someone, that your mate that you trusted was talking about you to your family, and there's some kind of scheming going on here, like they want to make you look crazy, or they want to, oh my God, even get you set up and thrown in jail and enjoy the fruits of your labor, take your farm, take your record company, something like that. Oh no, ma'am, no. So there's a bit more of a warning with this excursion now, isn't there? Okay, let me pull some more cards. Are these other friends or are these other family members? Shit. Oh boy, yeah. Yes on all. Yes. Yes on all. Yes on all. Are these friends? The Hermit and the Chariot, yeah. So it would be someone who seems to like a friend or someone in your entourage, or this is literally your mate, or someone you like your best friend, or like you have a friends with benefits or something, or this is literally who you're married to. They always know what you're doing. They always know where you're going, and you kind of simply don't always know what they're doing, and you're so busy that it's like that Justin Bieber song where he's like, I got so caught up in my job I didn't realize what was going on. So there's something going on because you're working so hard, and it's maybe this fake lover working with these fake family friends, fake friends working with fake family, or fake friends working with fake lover who's wearing a mask. They really want to be in control of you. That's what they want. They want control. But you are in control. Stay in control. Don't let anyone conveniently plan your next vacation or this random excursion in promises that it's going to be so relaxing for you. No, they're trying to put you in a position where you can't walk away from this argument. By the way, your family, the emperor, that's a father, and that is a despot, and that is someone who is, like he's not Mr. Rogers, he's Hitler as a father with the high priestess, and they have kind of a, a second sense about them, or this is a mother, but they will never tell you what they're up to and what they do in the shadows or what they do with their friends. It's like daddy doesn't need to tell you what's going on, or don't ask questions, or it's none of your business, something like that. These people are kind of working together in a way that could really knock you off your course if you let them. You're not going to let them. How did this start? Oh, they could sense that you were walking away from it, and that was going to make them lose everything. Like if you walked away from them, they lose everything because everything's yours. Like, oh my God. So they stopped that. Is there something that you started to walk away from and then it never happened? Like a marriage or a traditional marriage, like your parents set you up with someone and you have no choice and you wanted to walk away from that initially, but you didn't? It's like you should have. And it's on your hero's journey to do that because you might be living the same life over and over again where you say, well, it's just family and I choose family and we don't choose anything but family. But it's a tradition that is dying. It's a dead horse and it's decaying and it's taking you with it and it's rotting you from the inside out. And you could choose that life over and over again, always choosing tradition and never really choosing true love. Or maybe who you are as a person, as an artist, is not honored in that tradition, and you're tasked to walk away from that tradition. Whether it be a fraternity, sorority, religion, or goddamn it, family. Because these people are kind of all watching you work hard while making you feel like all you do is play hard. Meanwhile, they're plotting and planning and talking smack and making you seem crazy or over emotional. Like don't let them pull a Britney Spears on you. right? And oh my God, get you acting out of character, or just do not sign your rights away in any way, shape, or form. Don't sign any new contracts this week. If someone suddenly appears to help you start the record company that are in your dreams, that's more of like a 5-year plan sort of thing where you're still formulating ideas. So if that's the case, somebody has an idea that you have the potential to farm or start that business. Don't let them be a part of your vision. You don't need them. They need you. Stay focused. Stay sophisticated. Don't lower the bar. You have a taste, a refinement, and money has nothing to do with it. So if you're feeling like you don't have enough money for something this week, that could be projections from these people who are energetically taking from you, chipping away. 7 of Swords and the King of Cups. Holy moly. You've got a lot of toxic masculinity in your family. Do you know that? Like a lot. King of Cups in reverse. So this is a character who is obsessive, just obsessive. With 7 of Swords in reverse, oh my God, this is bad news. Manipulative, volatile. So if this is a lover, this is someone who is a Cancer or a Scorpio. I'm really hearing Cancer or Scorpio, but also Pisces. So it would be like a shadow Pisces. Shadow version of that. Huh. So really selfish and greedy. They're supposed to be the opposite. So that if this is a father, it's someone who should be there for you, someone who should provide you, not someone who's made you feel your entire life like you have to earn your keep. No. And now they want to secretly take from you or secretly talk about you or make you look unhinged because you've been pushed to a place where you were backed into a corner like a caged animal, and a Sagittarius boxed into a corner. That's not okay. That was never meant to be. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Nobody, because it was never meant to be that way. So don't allow somebody to put you in a corner and make you feel like you have to fight your way out of that situation. So these are some bullshit people in your family, some toxic masculinity that it wants to control you and take from you ultimately. It wants to make you feel like it's your friend and it's not, or it's your lover and it's not, or it's the way to heaven and it's not. You know, maybe this is a random specific. Maybe this isn't a general at all. But the message is here is, you know, if you as a person are outside of the box, you can't even think in the box. You're so expansive. Your soul is so much bigger than your body that sometimes people forget that you are a tender soul and you have a heart and you have feelings and you need some tender mothering sometimes. You know, you need the foot massage. You need the quiet music. You need to sit next to the ocean and stare at it without someone else there trying to control you. You're in control. Stay in control. Your beauty is yours. Your energy is yours. Your creation is yours. Your freedom, your willpower, your creativity, your abundance. And you don't have to do it alone. There might be someone there that's a bit unconventional, but they'll understand you as an artist. So that's who you're going to be getting advice from or trying to kind of be around, if anyone at all. But don't tell anyone your plans in the family that you're dating or that you're married to right now. They're only interested in your abundance. And they'll do whatever it takes to keep that if they think that you're about to walk away. Your justice comes from your choice to choose freedom and your choice to heal. It's a powerful choice. So don't feel like you are not in your power if you have to kind of go along with something contractual this week. Head in the clouds, but feet on the ground. And know that maybe people around you aren't telling you everything. And if you're feeling surrounded, it's probably because you are, but it's nothing that you can't handle. And if you feel like you're underachieving this week, remind yourself, please, that you just normally overachieve. All right, you're tired of dwelling in darkness. Your light is your own. And you have to walk through that door alone. And if you see a beautiful spark of love in your heart or your loins for something new and exciting, the warning would be don't let yourself dwell there this week. Okay, your strategy needs to be for your art, for the world that you're creating, and what's yours will come in at the right time, and no one can take that from you. Even if there's been some plotting and some scheming, maybe to keep you apart from whoever your true soulmate at this part in your journey is, they can't keep that away from you unless you let them. So be open hearted, like I said, knowing that you do have the skills and the strength and the wisdom to kind of step in when you need to and protect yourself. You show how beautiful you are, but you do have thorns. So people can look, but they can't touch this week. And if that's who you signed a contract with or married, you don't have to let them touch you just because you're married. You don't owe anybody anything. But it's not the week to, set the marriage on fire and say, to hell with you, fuck everyone. That's not going to do you any good. Stay away from any reconciliations that are completely impossible or people that are emotionally unavailable that always have been. They ain't changing overnight. And if someone kisses you and it feels more like a kiss of death than the kiss of life, that's the clue that I'm talking about them. And if you have to ask what people's signs are to identify some of the cards I pulled, a lot of toxic masculinity. Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo. Yeah, did I say Aries twice? Watch out for that, okay? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And if you have any of those in your aspects, stay away from the shadowy side of yourself. The higher you vibe, the higher you rise. You're so much bigger than this little body you're in. And you're a master. And you can play hard if you work hard. And just because someone else doesn't understand that doesn't mean that it's not valid or that your higher power doesn't honor you for it. And like I said, when you choose peace, little miracles, peaceful places open up to you. And you'll get signs from nature, from the birds, from the water, from the sounds. So no fear of the earth and no fear of your body. No fear at all. Take it easy on yourself this week. No perfection, okay? It's not being asked of you. It's not your task. So emotional intelligence, and that includes self-care and kindness to yourself. All right. I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius. I'm proud of you with the Justice card there as the outcome and the Rose. It is you in control on your hero's journey. And, dusting your shoulders off as you need to, as you go. But low key, down low. Stay sober, but keep dreaming. Love you guys. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Make the conquests, that you go for this week be about your own art and not anybody else, friend or foe. See you next time, guys. Love ya. Bye-bye.